Whoa.
Raw 1000. Trio of Woe Show 187.
Whoa. I hope it was 187. I think it's like 160 something, but still.
Either way.
We'll get to what just happened. We got to go in chronological order. Is that the word I'm looking for?
Yeah.
Okay. But we'll start off just with the first. But yeah, this is a review for Raw 1000, July 23rd, 2012. The video package at the first was awesome. It showed, like, obviously, highlights from then till now. Everything from, the first episode to Austin to Rock to Punk to Jericho to Mysterio. Just had everybody in there. So that was awesome. The show kicks off not exactly with DX, not very first. Vince comes out first. Thanks us all. Hey, thanks.
Well, hey, thank you, Vince.
Hey, thank you, Vince, for letting us be able to get thanks from you.
And you're welcome.
You're welcome. Speaking of you're welcome, we'll get to that. But, so, like they had been announcing on the commercials and everything, DX comes out. Shawn Michaels and Triple H. And we said, that's sick. I love those guys. But, man, I wish they'd give credit to the other guys, too. That'd be sick. So they come in and they just, they're doing their whole thing. They get ready to do the let's see a second. Like, wait. Didn't we used to have more people? And Shawn's like, yeah. And they do the out comes X-Pac. He wasn't on drugs. Well, at least visual, like
he may have been.
Well, for the sake of reason, we'll say he was on lots of drugs. Road diggity dog. You didn't know he came out. The New Age Outlaws. Billy Gunn. Bad Billy Gunn. Our favorite Billy Gunn. Bad Billy Gunn.
Bad Billy Gunn. That's how the Road Dogg said it.
Yeah, so they're just they're having their little reunion and stuff.
Great times.
And then whose music hits but Damien Sandow of all people. This was like the perfect combination of old and new, because all these guys are just degenerates,
Yeah.
We just kick stuff just for the sake of we can. And you have Damon Sandow, Mr. Savior of the Masses, coming out and like, these fools can't even spell laundry. I'm like, whoa, they can't spell laundry probably.
These guys are the downfall of America.
Yeah,
it's all their fault.
Yeah.
And
so
DX huddles up.
They're like, give us a second to huddle up, and he's like trying to see it, and they're like, that's rude to huddle up. He's like, yeah, we're rude people. And they get in the huddle, okay, all right. And then all of a sudden, bap, super kick, pedigree, celebrations ensue.
Yep.
And there was another funny part here when they were doing the whole let's get ready to suck it. And then, Billy Gunn and Shawn Michaels couldn't figure out whose turn it was. So they did it together, and that's what caused Sandow to come out. But, yeah, they said this a lot. Triple H made note that he's the only one with a full head of hair left, to which X-Pac responded by saying, hey, be nice. So that was the opening segment. DX comes back and
hey, X-Pac doesn't do this. X-Pac does this. It's not here. It's suck it.
Suck it. So yeah, that's the opening segment. And then for the first match, we get JR coming out. Kind of bad this is the only thing you got to call. But, I mean, this isn't the match I would have picked.
Yeah.
But at least he was on there. So he comes out. He's followed by Rey Mysterio and Sin Cara.
We mark out.
I'm like, oh,
they're
going all out. It was a 6-man tag. They were on the same team.
And then Sheamus came out and we said, oh.
I said, go whoever's on the other team. Excuse me. And luckily, the other team was a good time. Chris Jericho, Dolph Ziggler, and Alberto Rio on a lower level, but, still better than what
he was once in my fave 5.
Yeah, he was. We used to like him.
Somebody that we used to know.
Yeah, but, I mean, this match was a 6-man tag match. You get what you pay for. We didn't pay anything. Raw's free. Yeah. So, it wasn't bad. But
ending was outstanding. Like it got everything it needed to. It got everyone out of the ring, and then Jericho.
The mayhem.
Yeah.
So they can build up Ziggler-Jericho, which is a feud I love.
Yep. And then Dolph hits Jericho, setting up Sheamus for a bro kick. You may think, oh, is Dolph turning? No, Dolph's being a heel and screwing over his teammate.
Jericho's probably going to be the face in that feud, obviously.
Oh, without a doubt, yeah. He can still get cheers.
It's Jericho. It's not hard at all.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So it ends with, Jericho laid out, Sheamus celebrating, Dolph just on the ramp like, hey. So, yeah, that's that. And then, AJ and Layla talking backstage. And when this segment started, never did we know how good it would end.
Oh, gosh.
They're talking backstage about...
I got to give him a hand for this one.
I mean, high five on this one. I mean, hands together, hands in the air. They just don't care.
They've come a long way. They've really grown up. Like they're not doing as much sophomore stuff anymore.
No, nothing close to that. Because AJ and they were just and she's like, "Are you sure you want to do this wedding? It's kind of crazy." And she's like, "Everything's right here crazy." Open the door. Hacksaw Jim Duggan saying, "Ho!" Open it back up. It's Lil Jimmy and Roddy Piper and R-Truth jump roping.
And then
Layla's third time.
But Layla's like, "Oh, look at Lil Jimmy dancing," and AJ goes, "You can't see him."
Yeah, it's not cute. You can't see him. So she's being a jokester.
Yeah,
because we can all see Lil Jimmy. They opened the door one more time, and you knew it was gonna be something crazy because they didn't show it right away, and the looks on their faces were new. It was Mae Young and the hand.
The hand.
All grown up.
Mark Henry.
We've come a long way to when we grew as a young hand. We grew up big. We grew up strong.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Anybody that remembers this storyline was so happy to see that the hand grew up to be a guy with glasses.
In case you don't know the storyline, here's a recap. Mark Henry, Mae Young, Smush, whatever you want to call it.
The homie.
Bam. And then Mae Young's pregnant, and instead of having a kid, she has a rubber hand.
But apparently it wasn't rubber.
Yeah,
he grew. I wouldn't say he grew big and strong, but he grew taller.
He might be a strong hand. I don't know. Biggest hand I've ever seen.
That was a large hand. Like, that dude is like a Carl's Jr. type of logo. That dude's like outside places.
That guy's inside the Arby's mitt.
Oh. It all makes sense now. And then there was sensible booking. He is the Arby's logo.
He is.
Mark Henry, get back soon. Your son's doing a great job.
Mark Henry, we miss you, man.
Grown-up hand, guys. Like, come on.
Like, if you guys would have listed out, like, okay, well, here's what the possibilities for Raw 1000, that probably would have been top 5.
Sure, you could have got Batista. But you got grown-up hand.
I put grown-up hand above Batista.
Because grown-up hand was never a choice.
Because it's
not something you're like, man, we might see hand all grown up tonight.
That's the mean, smarkish thing you say. Oh, my favorite moment was when Mae Young had the hand.
Yeah, it's like a joke you say.
Yeah.
But now, who's laughing now?
We are
still laughing at you because you don't even know what you're talking about.
We're laughing because they let us laugh.
That's a fact.
And they're laughing because we're laughing, and Mae Young's laughing because she's on TV again.
No Mark Henry, but that's fine. That's not a good place for Mark Henry to return. Or it was the best place for Mark Henry to return. We'll stick with not the best place.
Not the best place.
But then we get Jack Swagger, and it's like, really? He made the cut? And then even Brodus Clay, we're like, really? He made the cut? But then he calls out, Dude Love! Dude Love! Dude Love comes out. And this is my Royal Rumble guy. Your Royal Rumble guy got fired. Girl. So
and she took a leave of absence.
Yeah, so you have inherited Camacho. Yeah. But Dude Love comes out. He just say, Dude Love. Brodus Clay wins this fast is an understatement. Like, he literally just splashed and won.
It was
never about the match.
It wasn't.
It was about Dude Love and Brodus Clay and the Funkadactyls just getting jiggy in the ring.
Yeah.
Mick Foley did not grind up on some homies.
He was close.
I thought he was gonna get there with those chicks. Like, hey.
He didn't break the plane.
He said, hey, I got a wife.
He said, I got a wife. Oh.
I got a wife. Yeah.
Please don't go there.
So hey, there's. I was okay with this because it's your boy Dude Love and he was on TV, so it's like whatever.
And then he pulled out the tie-dye
psychedelic Socko. Just saying.
And hit your boy
Swagger. So Swagger was getting handled. And then we go backstage. It's Trish Stratus and Triple H. I thought Trish wasn't supposed to be there, but shocker. Trish and Triple H are chilling. And Triple H is apparently stiffening up or something. So she's trying to teach him how to do yoga. And so she makes him do yoga. And then DX comes in. He's bent over and they say,
is it bad time?
We'll leave then. And they leave. And X-Pac just stays like,
hey, what's up?
Hey, what's going on? She's like, yeah. And then it just ends.
He's got hepatitis.
Whatever, yeah, don't touch X-Pac. We love you, but don't.
X-Pac had a great match with El Generico.
I'm sure he did.
Trios.
I'll bet he did.
He still got it, but he can't have it.
Hey.
He still got it, but he can't have it.
It is disrespectful to talk about Jakara on the 1000th episode of Raw. We talk about the Indies.
No, we're talking right now about
that wasn't X-Pac.
That was X-Pac. That was 1, 2, 3 Kid, you're right.
That was not X-Pac.
The 1, 2, 3 Kid had more on I guess, yeah. Either way.
That was not X-Pac. This X-Pac and hepatitis. 1, 2, 3 Kid does not have any relations with girls.
That's true.
X-Pac's a dirty, dirty scoundrel.
He is.
And yeah.
One of the worst.
And then we get to 7 o'clock, the wedding. I am so disappointed. I don't know who Slick is.
Me neither.
They're like, Slick! And I'm like, we could be like, we could be like most people on the internet and be like, oh my, Slick came back. He was one of my top 5 managers.
Yeah.
We both said, man,
you know Chase Oliver, who's that's going to be like, so Slick came back.
I love Slick.
He's one of the best managers of all time.
I could beat the Elite Four with a Pikachu, which he did. So
he did.
We're up to that. But you don't know who Slick was.
He beat the Elite Four with a Pikachu.
Think about that. Anyone knows Pokemon? Chase Oliver 68 beat the Elite Four with a Pikachu. We watched it live on Skype.
But then he's going to lie and say he knows who Slick is. So
don't know who Slick is, Chase. You don't know Slick.
Anyway, after that.
But we grew to love Slick. Once he started talking, Slick is our kind of guy. We are down with the Black Nation. Ty 1822 knows. Marco Rose knows. So you guys know once Slick started talking, it was done. But then he was the minister. Daniel Bryan comes out to his own theme song, not some wedding crap, which is even better.
Yeah, he come out to Rise of the Valkyries.
Exactly. And then as he's standing up there at the altar, AJ comes out, not to Let's Light It Up.
To a wedding.
One of the only complaints of this show. But we got it later. But no, she comes out to Here Comes the Bride. I guess you can get married to traditional wedding songs, but I like Let's Light It Up.
Light it up.
So Slick starts talking and says, people to pound, the people to people. And he just talks to AJ's like, hey, let me speed this up. And Daniel Bryan, do you take AJ? Daniel Bryan says, yes. And then she's like, AJ, do you take? Yes. I said, hey, slow your roll. And then Daniel Bryan's all excited, and he puts the ring on her, and she's like, oh, I wasn't saying yes to you. I was saying yes to someone else that proposed to me earlier.
Curveball.
Shing. And Daniel Bryan says, and then all of a sudden, Vince's music hits. And Vince is like, hey, it wasn't that kind of proposal. But let me introduce you to the new general manager of Raw. AJ. And AJ said, let's light it up. And everybody says, what? No.
And he snaps.
No. Kicking things, kicking stuff, punching stuff.
We might see the Daniel Bryan that will get to the next level.
Kicking stuff, punching stuff.
Because he can play the angry dude better than he can play the happy, hey, I'm happy to be here. He's not going to come out here and be like, the millions of Daniel Bryan fans all came. No, he's going to go out there, he's going to kick people's freaking heads in. And that's what he did to this set afterwards.
He did do this to the set.
He destroyed the set. He destroyed the wedding.
It went to commercial. We came back. He was still destroying the set. Refs were trying to contain him. But then CM Punk comes out, and he's just like, all right, bro, I'm not going to make fun of you. But you did just get left at the altar. And the crowd said, oh. And he just, he's just making fun of Daniel Bryan. They're going at it for a while, and he's like, I'm the best in the world. And then Daniel Bryan snapped. He said, no, I am the best in the world. But I am the greatest WWE superstar of all time. Rock's music hit. Boom. He rolls out. No, he wasn't running yet. My bad. He walks out. And he's like, hey. Calls him an Oompa Loompa. I didn't get that. But I do get the homeless guy.
Yeah.
I don't see where the Oompa Loompa mixes, but I do get the homeless guy. Yeah, homeless lumberjack, I see 100%. And anyone with a straggly beard, if we had beards, we'd look like that.
Hey, if you've ever been to Aberdeen, Washington, the hometown of Daniel Bryan, it's a lumberjack town.
No. The Rock couldn't have known that. No.
Hey, he looks like a lumberjack.
I shaved like The Rock did, and he kept it growing like Daniel Bryan did. Yeah. We went in different directions there. But yeah, so he comes out. And he's talking to Daniel Bryan for a while, but then he's like, but I really came to talk about the champion, CM Punk. And he's like, at Royal Rumble, whoever the WWE champion is, I will face him. And then CM Punk's like, oh, well, I'm going to retain this tonight, so I'll see you there. And then Daniel Bryan says, no. Somehow, and he got dead serious, somehow, some way, you will fight me at the Royal Rumble. And Rock's like, all right. I'll fight whoever. I'll fight all y'all. And then Rock's like, hey, don't get all upset with me. I know you just got left at the altar out here. But I got you a wedding gift anyways. rock bottom to Daniel Bryan. It happened. This segment was tailor made for the Tree of Mojo. We'll say that for later. But our background that was just made for us is the Miami Heat, Seattle Supersonics. You slide down.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace.
It is The Rock and Daniel Bryan. You slide down one more thing. It's Yes and the CM Punk logo. Everything we stand for was in the ring at the same time.
All we needed was Justin King.
All we needed was Justin King trying to break him up. The Rock would have just respectfully left. You're right.
You're right, Mr. King. The thing is, you guys probably like, oh, your boy got laid out. You're probably pissed. I'm happy. First off, he held his ground with The Rock.
Yeah, he talked. He interrupted him.
Yeah,
that's what we forgot.
Yeah, he interrupted The Rock.
The crowd. Oh, like say what you want, The Rock. If you're trying to get over as something, this is the guy to do it. It just interrupting him talking gets you like a hey. That whole crowd was like, what are you doing? Yeah, it was good. It was perfect.
And this is gonna set up
something
for Daniel Bryan needed something because he was kind of stuck.
Yeah.
And you don't see him as the nice guy who was with AJ. So you're sort of like, okay, yeah, it makes sense. And I've told this to anyone who's asked, Kim, my brother, all that. I've been waiting for Daniel Bryan to break off, get dumped by AJ or something like that. Something happens to where he gets super
You text me today and said he will get left at the altar and go psycho mode.
Yeah. And I said, fight the Undertaker.
Yeah, we'll
leave that out.
We can't go that far.
Well, he might fight the Undertaker at WrestleMania.
We never know.
Anyways,
as far as the basis of the thing, you were right.
He's going to kick heads in. And Daniel Bryan kicking heads in is the Daniel Bryan who's going to go that next level so that his ring capabilities can really get him to.
Mm-hmm.
Because he can go out there, he can yell no at people, interrupt people, and hold his own to a certain extent.
Mm-hmm.
He's not going to do a 50-minute promo, but would him versus The Rock be a great match?
Probably would.
Probably would be. Because
interesting clash of styles too.
It would be the weirdest.
It would be weird. Well, so would Punk Rock, but so would Rock versus anybody current that's not like Cena.
And the thing is, though, it probably would be awesome because I take Rock versus any of those guys would probably be good because it'd be electric.
And it'd be a lot different. You just have the feel.
Yeah.
And again, it's not like The Rock's not like Ryback. It wouldn't be like a squash match. You would even if The Rock beat CM Punk or beat Daniel Bryan, they would get a lot of offense in because it'd be like a main event. It'd be a long match.
Yeah.
So you'd see The Rock getting laid out by Punk a lot or Bryan. He'd be getting kicks to the probably not the face. Probably not the face.
Yeah.
But he get kicks to the chest.
Yeah. And the story would tell itself.
Because it's The Rock against this wrestler just trying to prove his way.
And they're this tall. You look at him, you're just like, oh, that guy looks like a wrestler, and the other guy doesn't.
Yeah.
So him holding his own builds him up.
Yeah, exactly. That's what people don't get. It's like, all these legends taking time.
They worked
Damian
out.
Sandow getting laid out. He was in the ring with D freaking X.
Yeah.
It doesn't. He was in there.
Yeah.
You associate him with
Yeah.
It doesn't. You don't have to beat every superstar just to make it look like you're good. It doesn't make any sense. There's other ways you can do it just by Christian beat Stone Cold Steve Austin, so he's cool. It doesn't make any sense.
Exactly. I didn't expect if Daniel Bryan would have kicked The Rock in the face, I probably would have.
I thought I was not really. I didn't think it was gonna happen.
Or if you would have put him in a yes lock and then Punk pulls him off or something like that.
Yeah, something.
I probably would have ran out and then cul-de-sac and started doing push-ups.
Something weird.
Anyways,
this was our segment. It took a lot of time, but this was our segment. I don't care. We could have made a whole video about this segment, but
we might.
We'll hold it for now.
Yeah.
And then it's a big deal when Bret Hart is just a ring announcer.
Best there is. The best there was.
I love that they announced.
That's
how they announced it. Our special ring announcer, the best there is. Now, is he the best ring announcer ever, or what were they?
That's Howard Finkel.
Yeah, exactly.
And then Bruce Buffer.
Okay, yeah. So he comes out and he's just a ring announcer, which is crazy. That's how packed this Raw was. But he is the announcer for the Intercontinental Championship match, Christian versus The Miz. And they just said this, Justin, have this show. There's only two. Listen, if you have a 3-hour show and I only have 2 complaints about things and they're ridiculous, joking complaints, AJ didn't come out to Let's Light It Up and Triple H cleared the ring of Brock Lesnar. But anyways. Spoiler alert. But yeah, so The Miz wins the Intercontinental Championship. Christian was doing a good job of playing up, my leg. So then it came where he was going for the kill switch and he gets pushed back over, lands on his leg, gets hurt. Skull Crushing finale, 1, 2, 3. Miz Intercontinental Champion. Sure, it doesn't make any sense.
And, no, it makes sense.
I mean, it doesn't make any sense from the fact that they just randomly said, you're in there.
I mean, the thing is,
It makes sense to see Miz as Intercontinental Champion.
Well,
They
hot-shotted the belt off of Rhodes because they thought he failed a drug test.
Yeah.
And then he was able to give him proof, and that's when you get hot-shot it back because he's the heel.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be like, oh, because you don't have a heel person in charge. You can't be like, oh, well.
I get a match now.
Yeah, he lost.
Awesome.
Yeah, he lost through some BS, and then you don't want to make Christian lose the belt that quick.
Yeah, exactly.
This transitions The Miz to a point to where The Miz is going to be on SmackDown, and which makes people watch SmackDown.
Which is good. I will watch SmackDown now, much more than I used to.
Yeah. And then it's also going to get him in a position to where he has something of value that people are fighting him for.
Seriously, my entire Fave 5 is going to be on SmackDown almost. Once Orton comes back, Orton, Miz, Ziggler's over there. When Barrett comes back, I'm going to be a SmackDown guy. I'm going to be watching Raw just for Punk and hopeful Rock returns.
Yeah.
But
and The Miz with the belt is a lot better than Miz without the belt because people chasing The Miz is a lot better than
Miz. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
They're finally getting it. Okay, it makes sense. We don't need heels chasing. Say what you will about Randy Orton. Every show ends in an RKO. It just kind of doesn't make that much sense. This makes more sense.
Yeah.
And it brings interest to the Intercontinental title because The Miz, like him or hate him, he's a name.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay, it's The Miz. He gets loud boos, and the people that like him really like him. So it's a good, it's a way to bring something to the IC title.
Exactly.
And then we get Triple H. Okay, this is one thing I was worried about. I was so glad that Triple H came out still in DX stuff. I was scared that they were going to have the whole DX reunion. He's going to be all wild and crazy and come out in a suit and be like, that never happened. I don't know what you're talking. I was wild.
It's time to get serious.
Yeah, but at least he did say it was still serious, but at least he was still in his ring attire. So I was like, okay, good. He didn't try to all of a sudden, I'm the COO now. So that was a little thing I was worried about that they did good. And then Brock's music hits, but it's Heyman again. And I said, no. I love Paul Heyman, but no.
Well, see, that's exactly what.
Exactly. That's the whole point. Because they're trying to make Brock look like this, and Hazen's this little weasel guy. No, you don't have the right to talk to Brock Lesnar.
We are two of the biggest Heyman guys on YouTube.
Yeah.
And we're just every time we see him.
Why you Bork Laser? Yeah, exactly.
We would boo him.
Mm-hmm.
Love the guy. We would boo him because he's not,
Yeah, that's his
Because
job.
he's not Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, exactly.
Man.
But he comes out and he's like, hey, I got an answer for you. No. And Triple H, that's when we were God. Triple H should be the greatest heel of all time.
Yeah.
It's Brock Lesnar scared of me. We said, he's not. We were sticking up for Brock.
Yeah.
We got offended. Hey.
We got offended.
Triple H would be a great heel. This should be switched because we were pulling our heartstrings. He's not scared of you. Stop saying that. And he's like, oh, he's scared of me. He's just a bully. He'll bully you up.
He will mess you up.
Yeah, we were out here just
Brock Lesnar.
We're like that. We're like that hype team that was like trying to get the kid out. No, man, you gotta fight this guy.
Yeah,
come on.
You gotta get him, Reggie. Get him, Reggie.
Yeah, Reggie. But yeah, so Heyman says no, and then Stephanie comes out and she gets into it with him because he brought up the games. He brought up God's children. You don't bring up God's children in the ring. So then Stephanie comes out. And he's like, you don't talk about my kids. And he says, oh, sorry. And then whatever. Stephanie freaks out, and then Heyman's like, you want this? You want your husband's career to end? You want your husband to get really, really injured? Deal. So he agrees to it. And then, he goes on oh, Stephanie always gets what she wants. The little princess.
And I'm sure your kids are getting that too, and she just goes.
And she goes, boom, Luther's press. Yeah. Well, slaps. And then, why did Triple H start doing what? Oh, no, Triple H didn't ever hit him. Yeah. It's then Brock Lesnar's music hits. He gets Stephanie out of the ring. They come in. They go at it for a minute. Jimmy John's on the back. And he comes out, and they go at it for a minute. It looks like Brock was going to do it, but who were we kidding? Triple H says, psych, punches, I'm hitting you. Tosses him out of the ring, and Brock Lesnar, he's freaking out. He has the hair all down.
I'm lying.
And Brock Lesnar is just chilling outside the ring. And Triple H takes off his shirt. Brock Lesnar really takes off his shirt and flexes and says,
Brock Lesnar's in better shape now than he was.
F-off! He said it, though.
Yeah.
I don't want to say it because I can't get edited. But
beef off.
Beef off is what he said. Oh, yeah. Brock Lesnar's been working out. He looks a lot better. I mean, it's not like he looked fat or anything before, but I mean, he's just he's been training. He's working. Wish we could say the same about Triple H. I'm just kidding. Triple H doesn't look that bad. He's not like Night of Champions Triple H. I'm fatter.
Oh, bad.
But whatever. So Triple H clears the ring, but again, just a little thing that annoyed me. But then again, the only reason it annoys me is because I think Triple H is going to win at SummerSlam. So it's like you said, okay, here's the deal. I go over here. I go over next week, and then I beat you at SummerSlam. Brock's like, how much do I get paid?
Same
Deal.
Whatever. I don't care.
Exactly. He's like, if you guys are trying to get me to fight the Undertaker at WrestleMania, I don't know if it's going to work out in the end, but whatever.
Do you guys want to bring it back to somebody to lose?
Yeah, I'll take it.
All right, why not?
But yeah, so that's the only reason I was worried. So I'm like, okay, at some point, I think Triple H is going to win, so I wish Brock would but I guess he already broke his arm, so whatever. But yeah, so then we get Santino and Hornswoggle just handing out Wrestle Buddies. Wrestle Buddies. Wrestle Buddies. Notice they only had Sheamus, Cena, and Orton. No Punka.
Well, who's gonna buy their kid a CM Punk?
Just tatted up. Well, Orton's Wrestle Buddy had a lot of tats too.
He had 3.
That's true. They didn't give him the whole skull.
He looked like Austin Aries.
He did kind of, but whatever. The best part is they give one of the little kid and they show him it's Sheamus and he's just little homie just looking at the camera like, brother, this is Sheamus. Do I look like someone that wants a Sheamus Wrestle Buddy?
Because give me that Orton.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, give me something out here. Wearing a Cena shirt.
What about Mark Henry won that?
Yeah, Mark Henry. But yeah, so that's really all that segment was. And then the Fink. Howard Finkel. Oh my god, I love him. I'm not even going to try to imitate his voice. It's too perfect. He comes out and announces Heath Slater. So I was excited because he's just one man. Bam. So he comes out and he's like, I challenge any of the legends back there to a no DQ match. And Lita comes out. And then we're like, okay, that's cool, whatever. Then she's like, I'll bring out the APA. And Bradshaw and Farouk come out and just say, Bradshaw looked a little not as intimidating as he used to. That's fine. He walks out,
and then Heath Slater runs away.
Heath Slater's like, nah. Leaves out all the other legends. You got Psycho Sid, Doink the Claw, and all those guys. DDP, all the guys that were in the big thing, Boom! But yeah, so they all come out, throw him back in there. Lita gives him the twist of fate. Clothesline from hell from Bradshaw.
She sold by landing on his head like,
yeah, he was so serious. And then Lita goes up the top rope and says,
moonsault. And I had every bit of faith in the world in Lita because she has a 6-pack.
Oh, she still looks fantastic. I met her at Access. Still super hot.
Yeah.
Uno, dos, tres. She was actually walking around with CM Punk at Access, if you didn't know.
Yeah. The Punkster.
Yeah. But, so yeah, Lita ends up winning, and then all the legends hop up in the ring, and, Animal, all those guys are in there, and they're just, making fun of Heath Slater, and Ron Simmons says, Damn. Awesome. So that was the big blow off to the Heath Slater thing. I'm cool with it. I thought it was hilarious and great. Then we get Daniel Bryan backstage. And this is when, of all the people, he doesn't talk about The Rock. He's not pissed at The Rock. He's not pissed about... He's pissed at the Sheenster.
Yeah, because Charlie Sheen...
has been the... He was supposed to be the Twitter. He quit Twitter. Yeah. So he was the social ambassador. He was not the social media ambassador.
He was just talking shit on my boy Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan was like, Charlie Sheen, let's fucking go.
Yeah, he was pissed.
Yeah.
And Daniel Bryan's trying to fight Charlie Sheen. He's like, I will slap him in the yes lock. Fast he could say winning. And then it was Cena talking to Ryder and who else was he talking to?
Hey, question.
Okerlund.
Does Daniel Bryan own a TV yet, or is that still...
No, his new Charlie Sheen is.
He's probably seen Major League.
They just... Oh, yeah. Let's hope so.
But that's a different Charlie Sheen than now.
Oh, much. The
Charlie Sheen that we used
much
to know.
Different. Much different.
Rick Vaughn.
Why? We get Rock and Cena backstage talking because you knew they had to have some interaction. He's just, Rock's been a long time. It has been a long time. And then Rock's like, and Cena's like, hey. He's like, basically Rock said, I'm going to tell you what I told CM Punk. Good luck. Have a good match. Cena's like, yeah, you also told him you'd see him at Royal Rumble. But tonight I cash in this briefcase and I will be the champion. Rock's like, it would be great. And that was it. But, so you're like, all right, cool. You knew they had to have that. It was like the freaking year-long storyline. They're both in the same building. You have to have some sort of thing. And then, stuff. Why? Like, this is, of all the segments, you thought some wild stuff was going to happen. It was not when Kane came out.
Yeah.
But, hey, Kane comes out. And before he can do anything, Jinder Mahal, Hunico Camacho, the Wrecking Crew, Tyler Rex and Kurt Hawkins, and Drew McIntyre come out. And they all come to the ring and they're like, hey, for 909 episodes, we've been pushed aside. We've done nothing. It's our time.
Besides the time that Hunico had the mask on.
And besides the part when Jinder Mahal used to win all the time.
I was only on SmackDown.
Drew McIntyre was like IC champion, like won all the time.
SmackDown.
And, you know.
Tyler Rex was in the Edgeheads. No, Chuck Hawkins was, yeah.
And Tyler Rex was on that bragging rights team, and they tried to make it like a big deal. But other than that, yeah, we get what they're saying. But then, when The Rock came out, I was excited. But I knew he was going to be there. So it's a different thing. Did not know The Undertaker was going to be there, especially at 8:37. You're not thinking 8:37, all the Taker's going to come back.
As soon as the dong hit,
I was back
he
there.
ran around. I sat here just like this.
I literally ran around and could not know what was up. I grabbed this shirt and just flailed it like I was at a soccer game. Like, hey, Portugal! Like, just freaking out.
Are you buying the DVD tomorrow?
Absolutely.
Excellent.
Absolutely.
Look out for that review.
The streak comes out. Oh, absolutely. But, so yeah, Undertaker comes out. Freaking Undertaker. He comes out, and they have their little Brothers Destruction moment. They just clear the ring of everybody. Double choke slam, double tombstone. He does the bow. Kane does the fire. So I'm pretty sure this is just a one-time only thing for The Undertaker, but it's fine. I don't care.
One time was better than...
yeah, exactly.
The last shit that Kane's been through.
Oh, exactly.
Kane's may have been in more pay-per-views this over since 2012 started than Punk has.
Yeah. 1.
2.
What other one did Kane do?
It was...
Oh, yeah, well, I guess he was in... Are you talking about the Money in the Bank match? Because that's Extreme Rules.
Yeah.
Or not Extreme Rules. Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I forgot about that he was in the Money in the Bank match. But yeah, look at that. Party. But yeah, so The Undertaker. But yeah, and then we get Charlie Sheen responding to Daniel Bryan, which apparently is setting up a SummerSlam challenge. Charlie Sheen versus your boy D. Bryan. So I look forward to that. And then we get to the main event. John Cena cashing in Money in the Bank against CM Punk. You could tell this match is going to go kind of... It didn't go as long as I thought, but then again, I mean, you can't go to like 9... You can't go an hour over.
Yeah.
So they were building up to it. You know, they started off slow, doing whatever. And then all of a sudden, the referee gets knocked out. Big Show comes out, knocks out Cena. And Punk's having this moral dilemma.
I'm here at the crossroads.
I don't know what to do. This right here. Should I pin him or should I be strong? What was the other idea?
Like, I think it was...
Wait for Cena to get better, just chill?
Yeah, I think it was wake
up...
I think it was wake up Cena and fight Big... I don't know.
Dude.
I have no idea.
I'm trying to fight you here. I don't know what to do. Moral dilemma.
I think if he would have waited for both... I don't know, maybe he walks out and Cena keeps the briefcase.
Yeah, I don't know how that would have worked, but...
Yeah.
So I don't see what being the bigger man was, but whatever. He waits a while, ends up pinning Cena. Cena kicks out. And then Punk's like, all right, picks him up, goes for the GTS, counters in an STF. It looks like he's going to boom. Big Show comes back in, breaks it up, DQ. Cena's the first person. There was so much happening that they didn't even mention that Cena's the first person to not become champion.
Well, they'll mention it next week, and they'll probably give him the briefcase back.
Maybe.
They lost by DQ.
Yeah, it's true. But it was just
weird.
Technically,
he won.
They didn't. Yeah, technically he won, but he's the first one to not become champion. So I'm sure, he'll get a rematch at Summer, whatever. But, so yeah, Big Show comes, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Big Show's laying people out, and Punk's just kind of standing there, not helping Cena. He wasn't helping Big Show, but he wasn't, he wasn't doing anything. He just kind of stood there with his back turned as Cena got dismantled. He hops out of the ring, and you're like, ooh, is Punk turning heel? Yeah. And we're like, oh, and we thought it was going to end here. Yeah. Rock's music hits. He comes barreling out, runs right past Punk, gets in there. Starts going out with the Big Show. They go back and forth for a minute. Ends up, boom, spine buster. Goes to the people's elbow. Goes this rope. Jumps over this rope. On the way back, boom. Flying CM Punk comes out of nowhere and lays out the Rock. And then he stands up. He just kind of sits there. And he's kind of looking at the crowd. And Cena's still down. And the crowd's just like, wait a minute. And then... he lifts up the Rock, and he was doing the Rock stand. I thought he was going to rock bottom him.
Yeah.
He was doing the whole, coiled in position. Stands up, GTS to The Rock. And The Rock did not sandbag. He said, "Bow." He sold it. He said, "Ow, my freaking chin."
It looked like Javid Best back at Cal when he
said,
got knocked out and said,
"Ow." Yeah, The Rock gets laid out with a GTS. Look at the wall over there. This was the craziest of nights. But yeah, so, and then Punk walks off and the crowd's booing him. And I think the plan was just to let the crowd do it, but I don't think the crowd totally got, because some people are still like, diehard CM Punk, but they're gonna cheer for him whatever, like no matter what he does. Like I love CM Punk, I love The Rock, but if The Rock bottom CM Punk, I'm not gonna be like, oh man, The Rock. Yeah. I'm like, oh man, I don't like CM Punk anymore.
Yeah.
So Jerry Lawler had to say the line, I think the crowd has turned on CM, or no, Michael Cole says, I think the crowd has turned on CM Punk, and then Jerry Lawler says, no, I think CM Punk has turned on the fans. So they kind of reiterate, this is supposed to be a heel turn. Don't listen to these people that are clapping. And it brings up the question, which I said, because I remember in a video, I was like, how would you ever turn CM Punk heel? The only guy ahead of him is Cena, and if you beat up Cena, as we saw, no one cared. Yeah. But The Rock comes out, and out of nowhere, you just lay him out. Then it's like, oh,
well, the thing
is,
it wasn't just The Rock. It was he tried to turn on his boy Cena and be all dirty there. So like little kids are just like, oh, he tried to get rid of my boy
exactly.
Cena.
Why are you...
Cena's better than him. Boo.
Yeah.
And like the older guys are like, oh, he's laid out
The Rock. So look forward to next week when they don't have all this stuff to be crazy for 3 hours. But I don't care about next week right now. This was wild.
This is the best pay-per-view since what?
This was the best pay-per-view in a long time. It wasn't a pay-per-view. We got it for free.
25.
Yeah. But, so that was Raw. All the people came back. All the stuff happened. The Rock was there. Everyone got new t-shirts pretty much. Except for a couple people.
Punk's just a snake.
Yeah. But, hey. CM Punk, was it an official heel turn? You let us know. I'm saying yes. That's what the goal was. He's saying yes. Let us know what you think. That is Raw from us, the Tree of Woe show. Subscribe if this is the first time you've seen us, because if you just watch this whole video, you're definitely entertained and you want to see more of us. Not to sound cocky, but let's be real here. If you got there, whatever, I don't even want to look at how long this has been going. Like this video, comment below. We will see you very soon. Good night.